Hey everyone, it's Casey Rain from The Violet Reality, and if you pay attention to my Twitter account, you know that we have had one of the first advanced copies of Prince's book, The Beautiful Ones, for over a month now. It's finally coming out in a few days, and our full review will be coming as soon as we're allowed to post it. More information will be coming as soon as we're allowed to post it, but we've read the book several times now. We've gone through all the different parts of it. We know it back to front. We know everything that's in it, and as we've been working with Penguin Random House, the publishers, on some of the promotion for it, including the launch event that's coming up in London, we have had several conversations about what parts of the book are going to get picked up by the media. And in one of the first meetings I had over a month ago, I said, look, there's this part in the book where Prince calls out Ed Sheeran and Katy Perry for their music being terrible, basically. And I said, this is going to be in every newspaper, in every headline, when it's close to the book coming out. I told him, like, this is going to be a huge thing for PR, and so you want to make sure that you get on top of it. Of course, the publishers and the estate were very keen that timelines were stuck to, about certain information getting out there. It's all been very, very under control, as you would expect. That's kind of how these things work. But just an hour ago, the Daily Mail appeared to have broken the embargo, or maybe they just don't. Maybe they're not under one, and they just got an advance and they just don't care. Anyway, they've got enough money. That's the point. The Daily Mail does what they want to do, as per usual. But we thought we'd make this quick video because some people might not be sure if this is a factual, true article, because the book isn't out yet. And we wanted to let you know that, yes, it is. There is a part in the book, The Beautiful Ones, as the Daily Mail have now reported, where Prince calls out Ed Sheeran and Katy Perry for making terrible music. And it says, no matter how much money the corporate radio channels, the corporate bigwigs want to put into this music, he said, nobody wants to hear that. And I just think that's fantastic. I mean, 3 years after he's passed and Prince is still calling out music industry bullshit. I am no fan of Ed Sheeran, as anybody that knows me knows. I find his music very boring. It's not my thing. If you like it, then whatever, that's up to you. But the bigger point, regardless of whether anyone likes it or not, is that he has benefited from this corporate radio structure that plays the same 5 songs all the time, and there always seems to be one of his in there. So he seems to be the person that the big corporate radio companies have taken the most liking to for whatever reason, and you just can't get away from his music. It's just everywhere, and that's the more annoying thing about it. There's lots of music that I don't like, or anyone doesn't like, but usually you're not forced to hear it whenever you're walking down any shopping street or going into any mall or in any Uber with the radio on or anything like that. And Sheeran's just one of those guys that you just can't escape. And Katy Perry, I think, as well. I actually like some of her songs. I think some of her songs are okay, but she has definitely benefited from the same thing, just the radio station stuff, just that monopoly where there's a few artists and they just play them all the time, just over and over and over and over and over. And so for that, I think Prince was very prescient for calling out those two specifically in this book. He already noticed, way back when that these were the two people that were benefiting the most from that. And I think that's fantastic. So that's it, really. We're just here to tell you that this article is absolutely true. It's part of the book. We are trying very hard not to post spoilers from the book, but now this is in the mass media. It's going to be in everybody's news feeds. If it's not already, it's right at the top of the Google news feed for me, so it's getting out there. So we thought, you know what, we'll get on top of it as fans and get it on YouTube and let you know that this is real. So for the avoidance of doubt, the full quote in the notes is, "With Clear Channel, it becomes like Soylent Green, people feeding people to people. We need to tell them that they keep trying to ram Katy Perry and Ed Sheeran down our throats, and we don't like it no matter how many times they play it." That's it. Violet Reality out. Peace. Tell us what you think of this in the comments, as usual. We'll catch you next time.
Hey, St. Paul here. Make sure you go subscribe to The Violet Reality, the funkiest channel on YouTube.